pasión, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ay.
I'll put the link in the description, but this is something I'm working on that I do kind of on a semi-regular basis, which is called Diller Draws Your OC. I was sent this OC by a guy named something crazy, something like alien, Brazilian alien that something about your mother. I don't know. He has a crazy Twitter name, but but this is his character SUSHI-GON, and I've been trying out a couple different poses. Nothing was really working. Decided on this pose, which is a mistake. I put his legs too close together and put his arm instead of having his fist coming out from behind, I put it down. And that ended up being a bad mistake. What happened throughout this entire drawing, I go through and I render the whole thing almost completely out, and I have to go back and I have to essentially change it. I started from scratch, had to delete the whole thing and started from the beginning. But this is a really interesting character. This character, when he sent it to me, it looks almost like Ant-Man, like a version of Ant-Man from the comics. But he doesn't. From the material that he sent me, which is just 2 or 3 pictures, and a couple of different ways that his mask would be showing, not only does he look a little bit anime-ish, but he doesn't look like... you can't really tell exactly what his power is, except that he does have this button. A button that supposedly is like if you click it, it does something, and it just says sushi on it. So I was really intrigued, and so I tried doing a couple of different things to work that out, but this didn't come out really well at all. So yeah, it was a botch from start to finish. So I ended up just erasing the whole thing and then starting on a more dynamic, more aggressive pose. And what I did for that was I gave him more of a hunched over look, giving him more of a like a saber-toothed Wolverine style body position. Then I went through and I changed his face mask. I changed his he has these, it looks like he has a rebreather on of some sort on his mask. So what I did, I went ahead and I turned that into a straight up, ventilated breathing system, and the pipes on the side, I decided to go through and really chop them up, make them look like the exhaust of a motorcycle, and he actually will have steam coming out the ends of it afterwards to give him a little more aggressive look, like he means some serious business. And made him a little more muscular. In this drawing, I wasn't sure what he was going for. He looks like maybe a teenager or young adult. I'm not quite sure. So, which is why I made him so lanky in the initial drawing. But what I decided to do was beef him up a little bit. Like, yeah, he may be a young adult, but he's ripped. He's a superhero. He's ripped. So I made him bigger, badder, and just gave everything a more aggressive way to look at it. And I really liked the idea that his cowl or his helmet or anything like that is black, or a dark gray at least in the drawings. And so what I did was I really liked the Dark Knight. Batman Begins, where Batman, when everybody's on that fear toxin, and when you look at Batman's face, he has all that gunk coming out of his mouth, and he looks like a person, but it's just real gnarly looking. The brow line of his mask, of his cowl, and everything looks real like it's almost monstrous, like a deformed human face, real creepy looking. So I decided to go for that. And what the heck is that? So I decided to go that route, give him more of a pronounced brow, give him more of an overall aggressive look. And not only that, I decided to change up the color scheme just a hair, just to make everything a little bit more menacing, a little bit darker. The reds aren't so, poppy and vibrant, and the whites aren't pure whites. They're more of a toned down gray. So I mean, other than that, this is just kind of par for the course. You go through and you sketch out the stuff that you need. You fill out, and you have to, and which is really helpful when you're working digitally, is you zoom out and just take a look at your drawing as it's real little, and kind of get the overall feel for what you're trying to portray, and make the changes appropriate for that. it's really hard sometimes. I know you get tunnel vision when you draw your character. You want to get in there and start working on the details, but you have to realistically keep stepping away from the piece to make sure that it's giving the impact that you want it to have. The impact and the feel of it is much more important than how you render it out, or the amount of skill that you have while you're rendering it out. But other than that, I think this is a fantastic little piece. It came out really cool, especially his little shoulder pad there. I like it a lot. And if you want to go and check him out, yeah, go on Twitter, look for him. His name is, I believe his name is Brazilian Alien Who Banged Your Mom. So go find him, and you can talk to him about his character that we just did here. And I would like to know a little bit more. He has some really crazy some gadgets on his belt. I think his belt is called the Country Driver, and the button that he has is called the Country Overkill or Overload or something crazy. So this is definitely a really intriguing character that I would like to know a little bit more about. And if you are watching this, make sure to let me know in the DMs of what exactly this guy is doing. But other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to please subscribe to IndieCom TV, and make sure to go check out this guy. And there's also a book right now that's out that I think needs some attention. It's called Goodland by Wes Kilmers, and it's currently funding right now. So go and check that out. And it's Goodland by Wes Kilmers. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I appreciate y'all and love y'all. Peace.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.